Well, I can say this much: Evergrey has done it again. They have completely amazed me again with their music. I am referring to this album here, Recreation Day. It was the follow-up to In Search of Truth, which, if you saw my previous Evergrey video, you know how much I love that album. So Recreation Day is for me not as good, but I don't think that, to me, In Search of Truth is basically untouchable. They can't, I don't think neither Evergrey themselves or any other band can top that CD, that album. Nope, I don't think so. But still, I find I've actually listened to Recreation Day a lot during this weekend, and it just grows and grows. I am just it's still very well put together, and all that. It's still, although I would say it's less dark and less atmospheric as a whole than In Search of Truth was, but in return, Recreation Day has more like thrashy, more thrash metal sound in some of the songs, and the guitar sound overall is very more like raw and aggressive somehow. And I checked it up on the internet just before, and according to regarding the lyrics of the album, because Recreation Day is not a concept album per se. I can't find any. I don't think there's not really like a story going on through the album, like it was on In Search of Truth and as it is on The Inner Circle. So Recreation Day really has more. It's more like Solitude, Dominance, Tragedy, where all of the songs has similar ideas with one another, but they're not about the same thing, exactly the same thing, and it doesn't follow. They don't follow they don't have really like this clear red thread throughout the album. But yeah, I still think the lyrics are very well written, and some of them you can really really sense all the anguish and desperation and all those feelings from the lyrics. And I still think the lyrics and the music fit very well together, I believe. And again, even the artwork, like here, the front here, it's just, yeah, I think it's just extraordinary art. Although it not as good as In Search of Truth, but yeah. Anyway, enough about that. But yeah, I mean, it's hard not to compare everything that Evergrey does to In Search of Truth. I know. I should probably not just stop doing that. But since I love In Search of Truth so much, I can't help myself. I use that as the reference for Evergrey albums when I want to compare them, so to speak, and stuff like that. But still, as on a whole, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic album. They definitely and it's still quite progressive, I would say. There's still a lot of stuff going on in the songs, you know. So that hasn't changed. Like I said, the thing that has changed is that less dark, less moody, less atmospheric, but more thrashy somehow, more thrashy and more aggressive. Perhaps you could say it's more fast tempo, upbeat tempo on Recreation Day. And it's funny, I listened to it before, and I just thought, I was speechless, you know. It was like, what the hell am I supposed to say about this record, this album? It's just, yeah, I was flabbergasted somehow, you know, because man, it really grows on you. And I believe it was Recreation Day that really made Evergrey, shall we say, that put them on the map, so to speak. I think it has a lot to do with why they are quite famous today, I would say. And I listen to their newer stuff, and I can recognize things from Recreation Day that they did on that record in their newer stuff also. So yeah, it seems like and Recreation Day was also the last album with their drummer Patrik Karlsson, and also the first with their present keyboardist Rickard Sander. Did you know that? Did ya? There's a little trivia for you also. So yeah, and the Inner Circle came after Recreation Day, and yeah, when comparing that to the In Search of Truth and Recreation Day, it feels, I don't know, it just feels like they somehow got a more simpler, less progressive sound, but yeah, something like that. I will listen to In Search of Truth. No, I will listen to the Inner Circle. Give it a few spins because I haven't listened to it for a long time, and I'll probably do a video about that one as well to give you guys my thoughts on it and all that. So yeah, Recreation Day. Fuck yeah, 5 out of 5, absolutely. Even though it doesn't come close to In Search of Truth, I still believe that it's one of Evergrey's best albums in their discography. Yeah, if you haven't heard it, then by all means check it out. It can I guess it could serve as a good introduction to the band also, the album. Yeah, some of their most famous songs today is from Recreation Day. Songs like The Great Deceiver and Recreation Day, I'm Sorry, Blinded, you know, those four, for instance, those four songs. Probably End of Your Days and As I Like It Be. Yeah, I think every song on the album is great. And Madness Caught Another Victim, that song is quite interesting because it's all acoustic and it goes like almost this feverish tempo, like, you know. So yeah, that one really sticks out from the mold. And Visions, that one, man, in that song you can really feel this. You can really hear this like this thrash metal vibe I was talking about, especially in Visions and The Great Deceiver. Yeah, it's just wow. The sound is so fucking heavy. It's heavy as fuck, you know, heavier than In Search of Truth, I would say. But it comes at the expense of the darkness and the gloom and the atmosphere and all that. Still, it gets quite dark, but it's not consistently dark. Not the whole album throughout is not like dark, and you know, it's like the atmosphere. It's not as atmospheric. It's more, but it's still very emotional. I can tell that much. Very, very emotional. I thought about it before and earlier today, and I thought to myself, man, it's almost like like an emotional roller coaster ride, you know, like up and down like that. So yeah, I mean, especially at the end here. Well, yeah, or basically throughout the whole album, it's all different kind of emotions, you know, ranges from sadness and sadness and desperation and anxiety, and but then also hope and perhaps even anger, rage, and yeah, and it's a whole set of different emotions really. But oh, and another thing about the lyrics, just quick here. I believe they deal mainly with what was it? I think it was personal reformation, I believe. So it's not so like I said, not a concert album in that way, in that regard, but it's more like the lyrics have the same kind of theme, but it's not about a single character and his or her story throughout the album. It's more like several other stories, like stories instead. And Where in Search of Truth felt like each song felt like a scene from a movie almost, like a manuscript, or a script, you know. The lyrics on Recreation Day feels more like, you know, lyrics, like musical lyrics, but it's they're almost like, they're more like poems in some way. They feel more poetic somehow. Well, yeah, that's my understanding. That's how I see them at least. It to me it feels more poetic in some way. And I have had Recreation Day in my collection for quite some time now, but I've never really, it has never really stuck with me until now. Just all of a sudden, I just realized it was like, like, oh my god, this album is amazing, it's fantastic. Like, why haven't I you know, like, why haven't I noticed this before? And I still don't know the answer to that question. But all I know is Recreation Day is one of Evergrey's best albums. Probably ranks second to In Search of Truth on my personal list over their greatest albums, like top 5, something like that, top 3, I don't know. But yeah, so that's it for Recreation Day, and feel free to comment, subscribe, and rate, and everything like that. You're always welcome to do that. So again, thanks for watching this video, and yeah, I'll see you in my next Evergrey video, which will be about The Inner Circle, that album, and I'll upload it as soon as I'm in the mood and have the time. So see you later.